Okay. So for today class, we'll be continuing with artistic yogasana group event. So we've seen so far artistic yogasana solo, artistic yogasana pair, and rhythmic fight. And today we'll be focusing on group event. In group event and remaining events, the difference is in the group event, we will be having 5 athletes.
Sorry, Raghavendra ji, sorry to disturb you.
Yeah,
Is it possible to increase the volume?
yeah, just a moment. Is that better now?
A little better, yes.
Yeah, thank you. So in artistic yogasana group event, it's supposed to be done with 5 athletes. How these 5 athletes will be selected? So the winner of artistic yogasana solo, the first position person, this person will be the first person. Then artistic yogasana pair, the first place holders. Of course, we know pair having 2 members. Artistic yogasana done. Rhythmic pair, the first place holders. There are 2 people. All these people together, 5. These 5 people will be participating in group yogasana event. At present, in the district level and state level, there is no group event. Only the national level event will be having the group event. Maybe in the short coming future, in the district level and state level also, there will be group event. So the 5 athletes in the group event will be selected. Uh, one from the artistic yogasana solo, and 2 people from the artistic yogasana pair first place, rhythmic pair first place, right? Then artistic yogasana group is the ability to execute all movements as a unit. It's need to be done as a single unit. And this artistic yogasana group, the number of yogasanas or formation performed should be 10 as usual. As we know, there should be 10 yogasanas or formations. Among 10 postures or formation, group has to perform 5 formations of rhythmic yogasana in nature. Means 5 same asanas should be performed by the group of 5 athletes. So as you remember, in rhythmic event, the athlete will be demonstrating the asana in the same direction with a synchronization. However, in artistic pair event, 2 different asanas. So what the group your artistic group event saying, out of 10 formation, 5 should be a rhythmic pair. Out of 10, 5 should be rhythmic pair in nature. Remaining 5 will be asanas and pyramidal structures. Maybe asanas or pyramids. So through artistic yogasana pair event, we came to know that what is meant by pyramid. One person is top of the another person demonstrating asana we call as pyramid. If you see sixth point, remaining 5 postures or formations can be any formation with the help of the yogasanas provided at point number 8. Let's directly read the point number 8. Pyramidal formation or postures or asanas, one above another, is allowed up to 2 stories or layers, that is one above another. So the problem arises if you observe earlier, when it comes to group events, people use it to demonstrate in such a way that there will be more than 2 layers. Let's say, for example, there are 5 athletes. Let's say these 5 people, they are going to demonstrate the first layer, second layer, and third layer or sometimes maybe in fourth layer, it risks the athlete health and safety. Let's say, for example, two people three people is on the bottom, forming one particular shape. Let's say like this, and supporting the hands. This is first layer. Let's say, for example, in the second layer, there will be two more people on the top of these people with their support. They will be doing one more layer with the support, and sometimes what will happen, instead of here two people, one person will be doing one asana, and on top of the person there will be another asana. Sometimes they use it to do leg balance, sometimes they use it to do hand balancing. So what happens, it risks the athlete. That's why in group event it is limited to have only two layers, that is bottom layer and one another layer above that, and not allowed above the layers. So this is a very important thing to remember. So this says about the eighth point says about this. Only up to two layer is allowed. Now, point number 9. Point number 7. Yogasanas or formations of posture can be selected from given chart. As you remember, we have to select the asanas from the given 10 charts. Point number 9. The time duration for the presentation will be 210 to 240 seconds for artistic yogasana group event. If we remember, it is more time than the artistic solo, rhythmic pair, and artistic pair. The athlete will maintain the posture or formation for minimum of 5 seconds during the performance. The transition from one posture to another posture should be artistic synchronized with music. And we have to start with the Namaste Mudra and we have to close with the Namaste Mudra. So, what is the major things to remember when it comes to group event? First thing, first thing, so it's done with five athletes. And second thing, out of these five athletes need to do 10 formations. Five supposed to be a rhythmic pair in nature, and remaining five will be pyramid or some other asanas given from the chart, artistic solo or pair in nature. Now, the time is different when it compared to other events. Remaining all things is pretty much similar. All the things means the costume and the theme, character and expression, and the rhythm and music, use of floor. However, use of floor, the floor measurement is 10 meter by 10 meter. So the area will be increased. However, the rules and regulations is pretty well similar. There is penalty for crossing the stress passing as usual, and there will be deductions for not using the floor and a multiple of 0.25 marks. So artistic steps, this is same. When it comes to time, as we just understood, the time will be 3 minutes 30 seconds will be the minimum time, and the maximum time will be 2 minutes 40 seconds. So the completion of the time, the demonstration, so if they complete from 231 to 240 seconds in between, they'll get 5 marks. If it is between 221 to 230, 4 marks. 210 to 220, it will be 3 marks. So as you remember, time marks will be total 10, out of which 5 will be whole time plus 5 will be for the formations or asanas. Okay, here each and every asana or a formation will be given marks as a single unit. Even though 5 people is demonstrating as a single unit, the marks will be given. Okay, the total time will be 0. The total time will be 0 in case the athlete completes the routine before 210 seconds. If the athlete completes more than 240 seconds, there will be penalty of 0.25 marks. After 10 seconds, the athlete will be disqualified. These are the same rules from the previous class. Now, the difficulty chart, these all are repetitive in nature. So, with respect to group Yogasana, artistic group Yogasana event, if you have any queries, it's open for the queries. After that, we'll proceed further. Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes,
Raghav,
please.
if only for the gold medalist only are the group, so what is the competition about?
Can you please comment?
You are saying that group is performed only by gold medalist who has won the first prize. So
Yes, yes.
what is the competition going to be? Because it's only one group, then means.
Yeah. So let me give a brief explanation about it. Let's say there are 10 states. Okay, 10 states, they hold the competition in their particular state. There will be artistic yogasana solo event, artistic pair event, rhythmic event. Okay, from these three events, the first place people will be selected for the group event. From representing that particular state, they are going to participate in national level. These 10 particular states will be there in the group event. In the state level, there is no group event. As I mentioned earlier, there may be a chance because of the increase of demand to the yogasana sport. Maybe districts divided into divisions. Okay, divisional level there are also players. Divisional level competitions will be there. Then the teams will be selected for district level, from district level to state level. So more number of athletes will be there. In that case, so there may be a chance it will be implemented in state level also, district level also. Hope your question answered.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, any questions?
Raghavendra ji, I just wanted to add something here.
Yes, please.
Like in India, back in Africa, the terms of reference for are national and upcountry. National and upcountry. Now that upcountry is divided into so many different parts. That can be division, district, zone, parish, co-parish. Then there are many ways in many countries they are being all referred. So I would advise you to refer the events at different levels in African countries as national and upcountry. Upcountry will include all other manners, including village, parish, and county, sub-county, division, zone, region. There are different kinds of area allocations in Africa. So I would request you to try to keep using the words national and upcountry. Is it okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving better clarification.
Thank you.
However, comparing without understanding the segments, whatever you shared might confuse me and also confuse you while
That,
explaining. So
that's okay for
the
future.
easiest way
Yeah.
the easiest way I think can be worked with is I can say regional level, then next second level. I mean, I can next say national level. Is that okay, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, any more questions before we proceed further? Yes, let me show a video of group event. Just observe whether rhythmic events included, whether asanas are there, whether any pyramids there. So your work is to observe, if possible, make a note of them. You may just keep rhythmic pair, RP, short form. The first time you see, you can just put one number or some symbol. Second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. Observe how many rhythmic events there, how many, other formations there, how many pyramids there, or individual asanas are there. Okay, just a moment. Just
Are you
show.
explaining us something, Raghavendraji? We are not able to see the screen. We are not able to follow.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So what I am saying, in the piece of paper, you just write down rhythmic pair RP short form. When you are seeing the video, see how many rhythmic pair formations done. Just now we read, right? So
Okay.
there will be 5 rhythmic pair formations, and remaining 5 will be maybe pyramids or maybe individual asanas or like what's it called, different asanas. You can do rhythmic pair, pyramid, others, 3 segments. Try to mark how many is coming in which segment, right? Hope it's clear.
Yeah.
Yes. Hope you observed. Let us know. Would anyone like to share how many rhythmic pair formations were done?
There were two pair and one like solo sort of.
Okay, good. Rhythmic pair for okay. Yes, yes.
Yes, Veena wants to say
Fantastic
something.
observation.
Yeah, it was more than four to five, I can say. There was
Okay.
rhythmic pair, there was artistic.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone observed any pyramids are there? Or there is no pyramids?
No pyramids.
Okay. Technically, there is no pyramid. However, since five players doing the formation number 8, they did a variation. So two players doing back bending on the floor and on the legs. Uh, two players did individually hand balancing asana. However, one player left over in the middle. That's why it didn't counted as a pyramid. Otherwise, it could be pyramid. Four rhythmic pair events were there. However, the fourth formation is a rhythmic pair in nature. However, one student, one player did in opposite direction, then it loses its quality, rhythmic pair. That's why first five will be rhythmic pair. However, fourth one middle player did asana in a different direction. So we can count it as also different asana. Okay. In that case, for rhythmic pair, remaining all are asanas. Clear? Okay, nice observation. You can see this video again and again so that cross check okay what is this kind of formation, and you will be getting a better understanding. Okay, let's proceed further. If you have any queries with respect to the group yogasana event before we proceeding further. Okay, okay, it seems good to go further. Let me continue with the screen share. Okay, now we arrived at key judging points. So as you remember, difficulty judge will be giving marks in all events. If you remember, difficulty judge will be giving marks in all 5 events, whether it be traditional yogasana, artistic yoga solo, artistic pair, rhythmic pair, and artistic group. All these events, difficulty judge will be giving marks. Out of these, difficulty judge giving to traditional yogasana 8 marks, 2 marks will be kept for the time. In remaining 4 events, the difficulty judge will be giving 10 marks for the formation or for the asana. Because in these artistic events, time marks will be given separately. Hope you remember there is a 10 marks for the time, 5 marks for the whole time, and 5 marks for the individual formations. That's why artistic difficulty judge is going to give marks out of 10 here. However, traditional yogasana out of 8. Okay. In micro marking system, we came to know that how the marks will be given for arrival and the mounting, demounting, grace. Okay, these are some key judging points which taken into consideration while the demonstration is happening to judge the asana. What are the some key and important points to be remember when the asana is demonstrating? Okay, now the asana is Uttanasana 2, which is forward bending. So the you can see the key judging points given in the right hand side of the space, the picture. Both legs must be joined. Here the legs must be joined. Knees straight, spine straight as possible. Knees and spine as straight as possible. Then stomach and chest touching the legs, forehead touching the shin bone. So here forehead touching the shin bone. This we have to observe, forehead touching the shin bone. These are the key judging points in Uttanasana. The next asana is Raivatakasana. In this asana, feet on the ground parallel to each other, crown of the head touching the ground, backbone straight, knee straight. So top of the head must be touching the ground, the crown area. Backbone and knees should be as straight as possible. Here, knees should be right. And the hands should be placed on the ground in front of the face. So you have to keep your hands in front of the face so that you can't see what is there behind your hands. Palms facing literally with a closed fingers. Wrist and elbows joined. So it must be joined, wrist and elbows. Feet and head should be in one line. What does it mean? Observe the last one. Feet and head should be in one line. All this needs to be done in the same line. If you see from the top view, I am saying from the top view, this is the one side of the leg, head area, and another side of the leg must be in a same line. That is that meaning. Right? Parshvottanasana. Feet in one line and direction, knees straight, stomach and chest touching the front leg, forehead touching the shin bone of front leg. So this is forehead and the shin bone. Palm at the back of front heel with the same side hand. So opposite hand should be parallel to the ground and in contact with the leg. So parallel to the ground. Hand in Dhyana Mudra or Chin Mudra. So if you observe, there is mudra. Tip of the thumb, tip of the forefinger joined together and open the remaining fingers. This is Parshvottanasana. Prasarita Padottanasana. 1. Crown of head touching to ground in line with feet, elbows at a 90 degrees, elbows and palms at shoulder distance with parallel to each other. So gap must be shoulder width, not more than that. Knee straight, backbone straight. So as straight as possible. Next one, Prasarita Dottanasana 2. This is pretty much similar to the earlier asana with a slight variation. Knees straight, feet parallel to each other, backbone extended towards floor, hands in Namaskara Mudra on back of the trunk, finger pointing towards head, crown of head in line with feet. So, what does it mean? The crown of head in line with the feet. This is the one feet, another feet, crown. If you see from the top view, must be in line with the feet, right? The next one, Pada Pasha Parshvottanasana. If you observe the earlier Parshvottanasana, one hand is supported here. In this particular asana, both hands locked back side of the back leg. Feet in one line with the direction, one line and direction. Knees straight, stomach chest touching front leg and forehead touching shin bone. Grip at upper calf just below the knee. Elbow straight. Prasarita Pashapadottanasana. So if you see, this is a forward bending, demonstrating from the backside of the athlete, doing forward bending and taking the hands from outside and catching the head area. Knee straight, leg in between the forearm and biceps. Thumb fingers touching ears. Thumb below the chin. Hands parallel to the floor. Face facing forward. So these are very important. These small things are very important. Hands parallel to the floor. So most of the time we don't observe these small things. Parallel line. Face facing upward. Sometimes what happens? The face is upward. Sometimes face is downwards seeing. Sometimes face is looking straight or forward. I'm just denoting another token. So this we need to remember. Sometimes what happens, the position of fingers, the position of the head, okay, the angular movement of the legs and hands leads to lose the marks. This is the important point to be remembered. Putpada Shwanasana. One leg folded should be gripped at the knee by opposite hand and elbow straight. If you see opposite hand, the athlete folded the left leg and the opposite hand is the right hand supporting at the knee. Knee in contact with extended leg, waist, chest and hand in one line. Waist, chest, hand in one line. Biceps in contact with ears of the other hand here, other side of the head. Face facing towards toe. We have to face towards the toe here. Prapada Uttana Uttasana. Feet in one line. What does it mean? Single line. Like this. Okay. Then knee folded at 90 degrees and gripped with the
Sorry, Mr. Ravindra. I just wanted to know from others whether they are able to hear properly your voice, or is it only for me? Am I having any technical problem?
Okay.
Can anybody else come back? Jairam
please.
bhai, are you able to hear properly?
I can hear.
Okay. Okay. Maybe it's a localized problem. Chance, I wanted to say something. Is it about this? Chance?
I just like I'm able to get him nicely, clearly. It's clear.
Okay. Maybe it's my
Okay.
localized problem. I'm sorry about it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay, sir. Thank you. Okay. The knee fold at 90 degrees. So 90 degrees knee fold.
That's all.
See the 90 degrees. And grip with the same side hand. Let's say the athlete is keep the left leg. The same left hand need to be supported to the knee. Same leg, same hand. Someone is unmuted. So please mute yourself. Gripped hands, elbow in contact with the calf. So if you observe, there is a contact with the calf here. Calf gripped hand. Other hand parallel to the ground in shoulder line. Other leg rest on toe. So parallel to ground. This is ground. Hand is parallel to the ground. Other leg rest on toe. If you observe, it is rested on toe, not on complete foot. Face facing forward, looking straight. Okay, these are the key judging points here. Pada Hastottanasana. Feet parallel to each other and firmly placed on the floor. So those are parallel to each other, firmly placed on the floor. Meaning not balanced on toes, not balanced on the heel. Firm grip on ankle. See here, the ankle firm grip. Leg in contact with the side of armpits. Leg in contact with side of armpits here. Face facing forward, looking forward. The shoulder, neck, head should project forward as much as possible. Meaning to say, the athlete need to push the shoulder, neck, head as forward as possible. Right? Like this. In a straight direction from forward bending. Adhomukha Chichibasana. Knee straight. Hands in Namaskara Mudra. Legs in contact with the back of shoulder. See, we have to observe here the third point.
Excuse
Yes.
me, Raghavendra. There are, is it possible to little bit what is titi ba, like that little bit explanation that titi with butterfly, something like that. So it helps the
Okay.
people who only understand English.
Okay. So, okay. I prepared for this like so. So I consider the request from next class onwards. I'll cover all these things. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay. Let's complete one. We are on C. We have a D and E. By that we complete further. Okay. Legs in contact. See here the third point. Legs in contact with back of the shoulder. What if it is not there? Legs in contact with the back of the shoulder. What happens? The athlete spreads the legs wider. Then the asana will be easier. So that's why this key judging point is very important. Back of thighs must be in contact with arm. So thighs must be in contact with arm. Here. Face facing forwarded, elbows and wrist in one line parallel to the floor. So elbows and wrist is one line. See the single line and parallel to the floor. Okay. Kandapada Adhomukha Svanasana. Athlete must be forward bend. One leg behind the shoulder is in a line of shoulder blade. Like this. Okay. Align with the shoulder blade. Here. The other foot firmly placed on the ground. Firmly placed on the ground, not balancing on toes or heels. Athlete should do Jalandhar Bandha. What is Jalandhar Bandha? Jalandhar Bandha is one of the major bandhas. It is locking at the chin. So it is also said as a chin lock. So if you observe, the athlete head is not straight. The athlete's head is, there is a chin lock, chin touch to the chest bone. That is chin lock called Jalandhar Bandha. These bandhas have a significance when asana demonstrated the subtle energies in the system moves in a certain direction. So this leads the holding of the vital energies in some certain places. So in this particular asana, it is said that need to do Jalandhar Bandha at the chin, chin and throat. Leg and hand straight. So this leg and hands must be straight. Just a moment. Paripurna Chichibhasana. Athlete must be in a forward bend. Hands interlock on the back. So we have to understand interlocking. Interlocking means locking is in different ways you can lock. You can interlock in fingers. You can lock like hooks. Even you can lock like holding the wrist. There are different hand locking positions. This need to be keep quite observation whether the athlete is doing the same hand lock or doing on a different hand lock. He is touching each other here, 45 degrees angle in toes. So this asana is sideward. If it is a front side, the legs direction will be like this. Okay, this is covered by the back and head. So the direction is here about 45 degrees. Hip muscle should be stretched upward as much as possible. Knees of both legs should be slightly bent here. Head in between the calf. Head in between calf muscle. Supta Konasana. Athlete should be in shoulder balance here. As much as possible. So if you observe, there is a split that must be maximum. Backbone straight. Athlete should do Jalandhar Bandha. Here also Jalandhar Bandha. Palm touching on the ground. Excuse me. Toes pointed flat on the floor. Here. Next asana, Samattvasana. Athletes should balance on toes. So balance is on toes. Knees straight. Only fingertips touching the ground. If you see, only fingertips touching the ground, not the entire palm. Hip muscle should be stretched upward, backbone straight, knee straight, elbow straight, gauging fingers. So, athlete seeing the fingers, right? Pardalikasana. 1. Athlete should be one leg balance, upper leg blocked under the rib cage. If you observe the leg folded and blocked under the rib cage here. 180 degrees angle split. So you have to see the angle. Stomach and chest touching to the leg. Ear in contact with the leg. So we can't see that because the ear is other side of the head. Hand straight, no bend anywhere. In backward direction and parallel to each other. Shoulder distance in hands. So if we see from this direction, the gap between two hands must be shoulder level. So this is shoulder, the gap between must be in shoulder level. Face facing forward, looking right. Kardhalikasana 2. If you see, the major difference here is the leg position is same, the folded leg position is same. In the Kardhalikasana 1, the hand supported backside of the body of the athlete. Kardhalikasana 2, front side of the body. Here the athlete is seeing the fingers. If you observe earlier asana, Samattvasana, the finger position, it is something similar to look. However, one leg is folded. Okay. Now let's understood. So 180 degrees angle split. Other leg with a knee hyperextension. So what is meant to hyperextension? Here if you see, the knee extended more than its normal extension. Lower leg in between both hands. So the leg must be in the middle of the hands. Only fingers touching the ground. Shoulder distance in hands. Elbow straight. Panavasana. Athletes should be in complete forward bend. One leg and the shoulder in contact with the shoulder blade. Stomach, chest, and forehead in contact with the extended leg. So contact with the extended leg. Hands should be firmly placed on the ground at the back of extended leg, fingers facing backward. So if you observe here, entire palms placed on the floor instead of keeping on the fingers. Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. Athlete should be in one leg balance, one foot on the side of the opposite hip joint. Here, one foot on the opposite hip joint, firm grip of little finger with the thumb, folded leg from back side, and other hand firmly placed on the floor. So one hand is holding the leg here, another hand is placing on the side of the leg on the floor. Knees straight, both knees in one line, stomach, chest, and forehead in contact with the extended leg. Folded arm in contact with the body. This one must have to have contact with the body. If the athlete keeps away from the body, there will be a chance to get a more grip so that they can stay in the asana for more period of time. So touching the hand to the body is important in this particular asana. Kandapada Dandasana. Athlete should be in hand balance here. One leg behind the shoulder in contact with the shoulder blade. Complete body in a straight line plank position. Toe of extended leg should be pointed, hands perpendicular to ground with the shoulder distance. So it must be perpendicular to the ground in shoulder distance. Facing forward, looking straight. Urdhva Chittibhasana. Feet parallel to each other. Interlock of fingers on back. Thighs fixed in armpits. Face facing upward. Shoulder, neck, head should project forward. Shoulder, neck, and head project forward. So if you observe, thighs fixed in armpits here. Now, Shirsha Kurmasana. Athlete should be in a head balance. Crown of the head on the ground, the top of the head on the ground. Both legs locked behind the head. Toes should not touch the ground. So toes should be in the air. Shoulder distance in elbows. The gap between the two shoulders must be shoulder width here. From this shoulder to this shoulder, need to have a shoulder distance. Hip muscle should be stretched upward. Fingers interlocked. So when we do Shirshasana, finger always interlocks. Adho Mukha Skandha Padasana. Athlete should be on elbow balance. You can see balancing on elbow. One leg locked behind the shoulder is in line of shoulder blade. Here. Another leg extended upward perpendicular to the floor with the knee straight. Toe opening upwards. See, toe opening upwards means if we keep leg normally, it is parallel to the floor, so need to be extended upward. Shoulder distance in elbows, head side, head inside. So if you observe, head is inside of the body. I mean to say it's coming inside of the hands. Uttita Padamula Chichibasana. Knees straight, legs in contact with the triceps. Here, palm touching at the side of the feet. At the side of the feet, not behind. Heels rise. If we observe, it is balanced on toes. If you observe, this is heel. So it means heel is in the air. Shoulder, elbow in one line parallel to floor. Shoulder, elbow, shoulder and elbow parallel to the floor. Shoulder, elbow and head should project forward, making maximum stretch. Need to move forward to show maximum stretch. Face facing forward, looking straight. Shatapada Padyasana. The athlete must be on head balance with firm grip with hands. Leg blocked behind the shoulder in line of shoulder blade. So need to be locked behind the shoulder blade. Another leg extended and parallel to the floor. So left leg here is parallel to the floor. Elbows in equilateral position. Need to be straight. Right? So this is for forward bending, standing short, and forward bending. Let's stop with this for the day. If you have any queries, let's discuss.
Hello, Mr. Raghavendraji.
Yes, please.
Again, these are too difficult, but at the same time, how to go into the formation?
Yeah.
The pictures, like some of them, they can end up hurting
Yeah.
themselves. So
Yes,
how
yes.
to understand that? And second is uh, basically in this code of point book, if like Uttitha means what in English, this is what
Yes.
is what it is. If that kind of one page is created, then it will help those because even in India nowadays, the children are all English medium. So if
Yeah.
so that will help them understand the asana better and also memorize the word better, the Sanskrit word.
Yes. Yes. Sure, sure, sure. So we'll take the suggestions and we convey to our technical team. So we'll get back with them. Thank you for the suggestions. When it comes to how to go to the formation, how to go to the asana, you have to divide the asana into simple asanas. Let me share my screen. Let me try to give a better understanding what I am saying. So if you see this particular asana, Skandapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. So here, what are the two major variations we can observe? One is Parvatasana and another one is leg on the top of the head. So in Ekapada Skandasana, what we do, the athletes sit in the Dandasana position takes one of the leg and try to bring it on top of the head like this. If you see this particular posture by sitting, keeping hands in supporting position to the leg, it is Kanda Padasana. So we have to train the student these asanas differently. After that, we have to combine the asanas. If you see here, this particular Supta Konasana is having split, and at the same time, it is having the inversion asana. So it's a combination of a split and it's a combination of Sarvangasana variation. If you see Sarvangasana, so your balance will be on the shoulder, something similar to Shirshasana. And in this particular asana, there is a split also. So while we are teaching, while we are even trying to understand the asana, how it's supposed to be done, we have to see and divide it into various segments of the different asanas. So of course, if we are new to the yoga asanas, it's always takes a little bit time to understand the different types of asanas. So in meanwhile, in the process of learning, we'll understand whether it is twisting, whether it is a combination of twisting and leg balance, whether it is a combination of split and hand balance, leg balance, so on. So there will be more than one, sometimes more than two, more than three segments involved in a one particular asana. So when we explore more about the asanas, then we can understand how the asana can be done. So we need to have an understanding how a particular asana demonstrated, and at the same time we have to have an idea how to train the particular asana. Pretty well, it's just a matter of time. You will understand everything. Everything in the beginning is difficult. When you step into the subject, when you read, when you reread, when you revision, when you get clarify your questions timely, you are unstoppable. Hope your question answered some extent, Swati ji.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, Swatiben, you are traveling on 14th or 13th?
14th.
Madam, 13th you are attending the class?
Yes.
Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, any further questions?
Yeah, Raghavendra ji, just
Yes,
for
sir.
an academic interest, if somebody has been practicing minimum yoga, somebody has been doing the yogic jogging, not to the extent of headstand, but simple stretches, forward bend, backward bend, to a reasonable extent, not to the extent of Tittibhasana, etc. If that is the situation, and the person is of a middle age, I'm not talking about prime youth or nor the senior most, I'm talking about a middle-aged person. Approximately, what is the timeline you can give for that particular candidate to become an athlete, to become a little confident to claim, make a claim for the awards? Is it in terms of months, days, or years?
Fantastic question. Okay. The question is simple. The answer is very difficult to say. Okay, as far as my understanding through my practice, my student practices, and with understanding of teachers, our seniors who shared, it depends in individual uh, characteristics of each and every person and understanding of the coach and the student and body type of the student And so it is said in Sanskrit, Desha, Kala, Vartamana, Sthiti. So the environmental factors, the factors which externally affect, some external factors, some internal factors. So internal factors also affects the athlete. Training skills of the teacher affect the athlete. Interest of the athlete. Many things involved here. So if we take an assumption, as you said, middle-aged person doing moderate stretches, so we have to supervise the athlete. Okay, which asanas this athlete is doing easily. So whether this athlete doing splits, whether this athlete doing hand balancings, leg balancings. So we have to focus on that particular strength. We have to teach some more asanas, guide him properly, and make him confident, so that he motivated to do different asana types. So it's just a sometimes it's a learning by doing. Sometimes it's a God's gift. Some people do just like this. Some people put their time, energy, effort. However, they have lots of interest. It may not be possible to get back to that particular state. So the type of the body also affects. There are different types of the body. The body uh, type matters a lot. If the person is having broad shoulder, can't be able to perform some asanas. If the person having this what's so called spare shape, not spare. What is the shape? The fruit. I am supposed to say.
It's called pear. Pear
Yes, please
shape.
can you sphere? The shape. So the lower body is huge. Can't be able to do some asanas which is more connected with the lower body and twistings. So on depends upon person to person. Age, gender, strength, flexibility, internal factors of the athlete, external factors of the athlete. Let me say internal factors of the athlete, the thoughts, emotions he is having so far, the thoughts, emotions, projected on him by others, maybe negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative programs, psychic impressions, many things externally, food, water, environment, natural calamities, bacteria, fungi, so on. Internal, external factors affects. So, in nutshell, what I can say is it's difficult to say. It's just a, it's just a understanding between the student and the teacher, how they are responding. Based on that travel, teacher can say, okay, how far this athlete can reach. Hope your question answered.
Partly yes, but I have a follow-up question. If everybody permits, I have a follow-up
Okay.
question. If
Yes,
suppose
please.
the organizers are the World Yoga people are asking us to depute, recommend, or send some people who can be groomed as athletes. Is it possible for you as a coach to view them on the Zoom and come to some conclusions that this guy can never do this lady can first class do it? Is it possible for you if some of them perform whatever best yogasanas they know they have and they perform before you? Is it possible for you as a coach to come to some conclusions?
Yes,
This is what
to a coach.
question I raised.
Okay. Thank you for the question. Yes, it is possible to a coach. However, I'll also share what body types, okay, yogasana competition athletes we can produce. Okay, I'll share hopefully in the next session what type of bodies is more convenient for the yogasana competitions, so that it clarifies most of the queries while selecting the athletes, while you are choosing the athletes itself. let's say for example, those who are short, they can opt for floor running games like a coco, some other games like so. And people is taller, they can opt for the basketball games similar to that, volleyball and all. And those who is having medium and above medium or average heights, even tall height people also, taller also, is good for yogasana competitions. The person not having broader shoulder, not having broader back, I mean lower back, I mean hips, those who is having straight body is more suggestible. Okay, I'll share some more information hopefully in the next session in this regard. Yes, I'll do that as you requested. I am ready to do that. Even though after doing, we can also get some expertise from the one of the best coaches in India, so that it helps us for a double or a triple purification filtration purpose, so that you can be having these
Even
things.
some medications also will not permit, right? Like
Ma'am?
sciatica, even some medical conditions, sciatica, spondylitis, because you are not supposed to do forward bending, you are not supposed to do that bending, all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
also. Heart problem. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So, yes, of course, first they have to do therapeutic yoga. They have to overcome their health problems.
Yes.
Then they come back to their normal health condition. Then they have to start their journey as a athlete for the yogasana sport. Then they can grow. Of course, they can. However, after removing their complications.
I understand, and thank
Let's
you.
check
Thank you
up.
for answering this.
Yes.
Naresh Bhai has raised the hand, but if Jairam Bhai has any issues, please come forward, sir. Then
No,
Naresh
no,
Bhai
no
can
issue.
follow.
Is everything, all questions, one answer. First, perfect health checkup first. Huh. With the
Yes.
notes.
Yes, Naresh Bhai, please go ahead.
Yes, Raghavendra ji.
Yes,
Today we
please.
see that video group event. As I earlier mentioned, Sudhakar ji, we are is a normal yoga practitioner. We are not expertise, and so this is all new for us. And
Yes.
we try to put in a manner which World Yogasana required to participate in World Yogasana competition, everything. But at least as a founder of the Tanzania, so we need to perform ourselves first and then go for in a market, go with the school. So we need some expertise from you as a from World Yogasana. So then we able to do like event like this one.
Naresh ji,
Okay.
sorry, Raghavendra ji, can I say something here?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
please. Yes, please proceed.
Yeah, as we discussed here for African countries, our Malpani ji has already a set of videos which are very, very perfect videos how to go from step one to step complete step. So that way, there are 4 levels of videos designed, and they are so good, highly professional videos. So first we should, this is my suggestion, that first this is what we tried in Zambia and Nigeria. First we try to teach through that, and that's when we get the precious knowledge of the coaches from India later on, when we have reached some level.
Okay, just share this video or a link in our group, so we also able to access.
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Swati.
Yeah. So whatever the videos you are seeing, so they are Sanjay Malpani sir's students. Okay, they're from Dhruv Public School. Okay, so whatever Swatiji is saying, the particular asanas, the different levels of asanas being shot with the help of those students. Okay, so you are wondering how the asana is adapted. So it's clearly shared in that particular videos. Okay, so what is our role here? Our role is to correct them.
Yes,
Our role is
that's what I'm trying to say, that first we need to train ourselves by the help available digitally, and that's when we should ask the help of experts from India. So at least we don't waste time and we exactly know where we are lacking.
Yeah.
Am I correct, Vendraji?
Yes, yes, I agree with the Swati, whatever say. We will follow whatever you say. Let us just send that video, we see, and then we come conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Naresh ji. Any further questions?
I guess we don't have any as of now. Now I guess we are reaching the stage of the conclusion for today, and I'm very sure people will take advantage of Sunday and have a revision of whatever has been taught, because Mr. Raghavendra is going to repeat, or rather revise the certain asanas and the points as such, so they can get ready with some questions, doubts, or their experiences, which is going to be more what you call productive, understanding the whole concept, and when somebody is really practicing, then only things will come out. So that is how I'm viewing it. Now I wanted Ghazala from Kenya. Not sure if she is around to offer the concluding prayer. Ghazala, are you around? Okay, it has to be somebody else. Looks like she has logged out. By the way, I see the hand raised. Raghavendra ji, anything you wanted to say before the Shanti Pat?
Yes. So, as Sudhakar ji is suggesting active participation, so I believe all of you are referring to the material we shared, code of points, and trying to understand, contemplate on the subject, and come back with the questions. So, when we immediately refer to the particular code of points topic, after completion of that particular topic, we can understand in a better way, and at the same time, wherever you stuck, you can immediately get a clarification through WhatsApp or maybe in a next immediate session, so that your flow will be super strong. So this is one thing you have to keep a reminder in your day-to-day schedule. So make sure that you schedule a little bit of time for the revision. I hope you all going to give an examination. This is pretty much important.
Yes.
Yes,
Now
yes, sir, please.
yeah, thank you very much. That was a really encouraging one. And Vipulji, you used to be very active initially in raising questions. Now, okay, one second. I see Ghazala once again coming in. Ghazala, are you ready to offer prayer?
Mr. Sudhakar, our lights have just gone off.
Oh,
we
so
don't
sorry.
have lights. I've got the laptop on my phone.
Okay, we only need your voice.
Okay, fine then. I'll say a verse from the Quran.
Go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Summa amin. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was so very
Amin.
nice. The spirit of
Thank
any
you.
language, any religion is only to seek peace among all the people. And wishing you all in advance a happy Diwali, happy Sunday until we meet again on Monday. And after Monday, let me remind you have 2 more vacations. So whatever you are revising tomorrow and getting them corrected or shown exhibited to the coach, you once again have an opportunity to improve yourself further. Please try to come up with, I request all of you to come up with at least 2 or 3 B category asanas. At least 2 or 3 B category asanas from the COP, which you can confidently declare that you can exhibit, and please do exhibit. Please remember, Mr. Raghavendra is already beginning his assignment of selecting the people who can be qualified athletes before undergoing the coaching. So
Yes.
as organizers, we have a responsibility to send some names. And to send some names, we should have some basis. It's not that somebody is very beautiful, somebody is very close. No, the consideration has to be a certification by somebody. And there can be no other persons more eligible than Mr. Raghavendra in the coming days. So please try to, all of you pick up at least 2 to 3 asanas from A or B category. So at least A category from the COP, and try to get ready so that at latest by Monday, if not Thursday, you are going to perform. Everybody can be given a chance depending on your volunteering. This is my request to all of you. So this is going to bring you closer to the COP, at least to remove the dust from the COP, whatever you have printed or you're seeing, and then you will be able to come back with very good contribution, which is the true way of two-way communication. That is what my suggestion is. So thank you all.
Fine, Sudhakar.
Swati Ben or Jainam Bhai has anything to say? We will wind up for today. Anything from both of
Yes,
Madam and sir?
yes, yes. This is the point you have taken up what I have initiated before 3-4 days. This is at first athletes is a good thing. But one thing to say, happy Diwali to all with best wishes of weekend and happy Diwali.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Swati Ben, would you like to say something quickly? And before Swati Ben coming online, coach has raised his hand once again. Please, sir. Please, Raghavendra ji, go ahead.
Okay. Did you see in my code of points book in my notes? Wherever you see, I highlighted, I mark. If you are having digital copy, read again, highlight, make notes on it. If you have a printed material, make that printed material as a word book.
That's a really important point. At least the printing.
Let us move for Shantipat.
Right,
Over.
thank you, sir.
I think Shantipat is over. Over. Now let us.
God bless. Yeah, take care. So we are all meeting after the single holiday. Wishing you all the very best. I am now closing the meeting session as such, and we will be going for the preparation tomorrow.